Yo, the internet must be bored because the Megan Thee Stallion and Klay Thompson breakup has people tweaking out. Megan fans are online saying that Klay Thompson would have been nobody without Megan Thee Stallion, that nobody would have ever known who he was until she gave him a chance. Some of you are saying that he lucky that Megan decided to settle for him. Well, that led to men and women on the internet to make the Megan files, pointing out all the men and women she's been with that she claims did her wrong. Then you got some calling Megan out saying that what about her past cheating allegations, or when she slept with her best friend's boyfriend and the baby in Blueface. But I guess she didn't get backlash for that. Some women online even said that how can she constantly be the victim in every situation? That's not possible. I only got one opinion on the situation, and that's you guys talking about if they couldn't find love, none of us can find love. When the fuck did Megan Thee Stallion and Klay Thompson become relationship goals for our futures? Like, is some of y'all really that parasocial to where if one of your celebrity crushes can't find love, that means you can't find love? Y'all don't know these people. Only celebrity relationship I felt bad for was when Tom Brady White cheated on him with the yoga instructor. I was like, whoa, that's OD.
What do you mean Klay had a cheating diary? Where was this information before Megan got with him? The closet door done flew open and the bones done fell out. Now, you guys already heard earlier today that Megan Thee Stallion had called out Klay Thompson for cheating on her. Now, shout out to Sports Gossip OG over on Instagram, because why did nobody tell us that he had a diary basically discussing all of his cheating? Now, this diary is from 2019, and his ex-girlfriend at the time had basically took pictures of it and sent it to this gossip blog. Now, as you can see, back in 2019, when this original ex, don't worry, we're gonna read it. We're gonna read it. I translated it. But you can see that back in 2019, it didn't have much traction, but since the breakup, now this post has gone viral. Now you can try to pause and read the snippet. There it is, but I already transcribed it, so I'm going to read you the snippet that is going viral. Now, in his diary entry, there are more pages. They're all over Lipstick Alley, child. They all over Lipstick Alley. The girl sent like 10 pages of his diary to that blogger. But this one, this excerpt here is the most interesting one. So he says, as I was saying, he said, a lifestyle of mine off the court, particularly my sex life, the most savage aspect of my lifestyle. He said, promiscuous, womanizing, misogynistic, self-centered, insecure addict. He said, is that what I am now? He goes on to say, I hope not, but I keep writing about it. Maybe because the experiences are so euphoric and exhilarating. Women is my ring, like referring to women as his championship ring. He goes on to say, perhaps in so many cities nationwide, question mark. If this is his diary entry, which I reckon it is, back in 2019, although Klay Thompson was pretty popular, this blog entry didn't really do much traction. Now, if you go to the Lipstick Alley snippet, the blogger actually shows you the email that they were sent. They redacted the girl's email address, but she details like, hey, we just broke up, da da da. I was at his house, or he was at her house. I can't remember. And he left his diary, and she took these pictures and sent it. Now, there are some allegations of a girl being identified as one of the women he was cheating on her with, specifically in this girl's comment. Now, I'm not going to name her or say anything in regards to her because I don't know if that story is true or not, but I did find this snippet a little interesting. Now, somebody had posted over on Twitter that they went to the girl's comment section before she turned her comments off, and somebody left this comment 7 hours before Megan Thee Stallion announced the breakup. Now, in that comment, it says, do you mess with Klay Thompson? Not very girl's girl of you. Now, it's obviously from a burner account, and people are like, who posted that in her comments very randomly 7 hours ago before the announcement? Very interesting.
When are people going to learn that cheating has nothing to do with how attractive a woman is? With the revelation of Klay Thompson's infidelity towards Meg, I keep seeing the same comment. How could he cheat on her? And that question tells me people still don't understand cheating, because you're tying the man's behavior to a woman's appearance as if being beautiful, successful, or desirable somehow makes you immune to a man with no discipline. A man cheating is not about the woman. It's about the man and their lack of integrity. We saw this same reaction when the likes of Beyonce and Nia Long were found to have experienced infidelity as well. People immediately jump to, if it can happen to a woman like her, what hope is there for the rest of us? Assuming that a woman's beauty, success, or how good she is what determines whether a man will cheat. The misconception. In fact, some men will cheat on their beautiful, high-value woman just to bring them down a few pegs, humble them if you will. And that's driven by the insecurity that lives inside of that man. You can't out-beautiful, out-dress, or even out-cook a man's lack of integrity and moral deficiency. I think Meg is taking this hard because she likely thought he was different. I saw comments saying they were shocked a square like Klay would cheat cheat on her. Square or not, that man is a top athlete worth $140 million, with women throwing themselves at him. If he doesn't make a conscious effort to exercise restraint and honor his commitment, he's gonna cheat too. I don't believe that all men cheat, but the ones that do have something in common, and it isn't their partner's appearance. It's their lack of respect and self-control. That's it, and that's all.
You can't cheat on somebody you weren't in a relationship with, Megan. And Megan knows this, but the contract is over, allegedly. And peep how she wants to make it seem like, oh, he cheated on me. That is a sympathy play. Y'all gotta see through this shit. Y'all gotta see through it. That is a setup for sympathy, because they about to roll out some new music that's still not gonna sell. But the whole point of her being with Klay was to rebrand her. Like, we got tired of hearing about her sexcapades. We got tired of seeing her clap her ass from every different angle, like the raunchy music. We got tired of it, right? And the music hasn't been selling, so they put her with an older light-skinned nigga to make it seem like, yeah, our girl about to settle down, you know, she to be taken seriously, you know, she about to get engaged. That's why they was posting every single, 5 seconds of their PR stunt, oh, I got a key to his house and we moved in together. Come on, and y'all be believing this shit. Y'all be believing it. That's why the industry gonna always win. Like, it don't matter what files they release, the industry gonna always win because of alleged switchcraft, because they got people who really are under the spell. Like, when they do spells, allegedly, it's like mass psychosis spells. And like, they got a lot of people who still believe that like Megan is a good, honest person, like, even though she lies like a motherfucking rug. And so y'all just eat it up. And so the people who still believe her lies are gonna believe that, oh my God, men just keep doing her wrong. She's just been through so much. And them 5 people are gonna stream that new mess that's about to come out. Let's talk in the comments.